Thousands of airline passengers are stuck in Atlanta this morning after a massive power outage shut down the world's busiest airport. An electrical fire knocked out power for nearly 11 hours yesterday at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Power was restored just before midnight.
More than 1,100 flights were canceled yesterday, and more than 400 flights are already canceled today. About 30,000 passengers were stranded. Some say they were stuck on the tarmac for at least 7 hours with no food or water.
As if flying wasn't stressful enough, officials are still evaluating the cause. Kris Van Cleave is at Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta with the major disruption at the key hub. Kris, good morning.
Well, good morning, and many of those 30,000 travelers are going to be trying to get out of here today. Let me show you what the airport looks like as we take a view here. This really came at an awful time. The airlines look at Sunday as the start of the Christmas travel rush, and this is an airport that's busy on a good day. 275,000 passengers on average, 2,500 planes coming and going. So today really becomes about recovery. Cheers of joy late Sunday night at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport when the lights finally came back on.
Well, it was great when the lights came on. Yeah, that was exciting.
That was great. Blackout in Atlanta.
But for much of the day, this is what the inside of the nation's busiest airport looked like. Thousands of passengers stranded inside as the airport ground to a standstill.
We were literally carrying old people down the escalators and up escalators and carrying wheelchairs. And my heart was like racing because I'm scared for these people's lives.
Once we walked down the escalator, which was a nightmare, then we had to go through the tunnels that were pitch black. It's scary. That was a nightmare.
Hundreds more travelers were stuck inside airplanes waiting for a gate.
We sat on the tarmac for 6 hours. I have my 5-month-old with me. We're trying to get to Fort Myers, but all the flights have been canceled. No power, no light.
Georgia Electric believes switchgear failed, sparking an underground fire that took out backup systems and substations powering the airport. Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed.
But I want to be very clear. We do have a redundant system, but it was impacted by the intensity of the fire.
With well over 1,000 flights canceled, the power outage hit Delta the hardest. Atlanta is its main hub. But continued issues Monday in Atlanta could mean problems at airports across the country.
So as a result, you have this terrible mess with airplanes not where they should be, crews not where they should be, and passengers not where they should be.
And that's part of why Delta canceled more than 300 flights, mainly this morning, as they try to restart normal operations by midday. Of course, the big question now is, how does a fire in your primary system take out your redundant system? That's going to be a question flyers are going to want an answer to. Norah?
All right, Kris, thank you. Great to have you there in Atlanta.